Welcome back to the monthly net worth update. This is going to be the update for November. I do this every single month, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be going over each of these accounts, how much I've contributed. I'm going to pop up on the screen whether I've lost or gained money. And right now, if you guys know how the market has been, it's a little shaky, so I'm kind of interested to see how things are doing. And we have one big change that I'm going to be going over to. But let's just start off by saying how much I made this month. I made $5,371 with 26 cents, man. And that includes my factory job, the new part-time position at Amazon that I started, Uber Eats, side hustles like that, and my YouTube income. And let's get started with the first account, which is my savings account, which is pretty much an emergency fund. We're going from $2,400 to $3,004 with 87 cents, which is a pretty nice jump. I do want to get this account up to around like $10,000, and I feel like that would be a really nice emergency fund for me. I'm slowly contributing to that because I do kind of throw my money all over the place, which is something that I'm going to change this month, and you guys will see that. Next account, my 401k plan. From 14,000 pretty much flat to 14,566 with 84 cents, which is also a nice, almost forgot, saving account. I contributed $588 in the month of November. And with my 401k, I contributed $523 with 89 cents. Some of that was from my own contributions, and a pretty nice chunk of it was from my employer match, which is a beautiful freaking thing to take advantage of if you have it. And for me, my 401k is pretty much all S&P 500 right now. I used to have a target date fund, but I figured I got time in the market. I might as well just kind of go a little bit riskier, especially with all that extra money that my employer is throwing into. Next up, this is where the big change is coming. My Roth IRA. And the big change, I got rid of my Acorns account. I liquidated my Acorns, and I pretty much moved all that money into my Roth IRA. So we will be deleting Acorns. Actually, I'm going to leave it on there, but we're pretty much going to be deleting that, and all that money went into my Roth IRA. So we're going from 12,000 to 14,649 with 83 cents. Which is a freaking, I don't know about you guys, but Roth IRA is probably one of my favorite accounts. It's something that you always hear when you start looking at investing videos and all these little different things. And I like that it has that $7,000 goal that you can pretty much go for each year. And I'm $200 away from reaching that goal, which I'm pretty much going to reach in this next month of December. So that's pretty cool that I'm going to max out that Roth account. And I contributed all the money from Acorns pretty much, but besides that, I contributed $250. Not much, but I was going to do a little bit more, but I figured I only have $200 left. I'll just throw that in December. And for now, just leave it like that. Next up, what is it? Just my regular brokerage account with Robinhood. And this is where it's kind of interesting. We're going from 4,039 to 4,033 with 46 cents, which is kind of crazy, man. It's kind of crazy. Whoa, this didn't add up right. There we go. And I contributed $230 into that account. So, and it pretty much lost $7. And that's just, I guess, how the market's been moving, man. Because last month the market was doing pretty well, and then everything lately has been kind of going down, especially crypto. And that's when we're going to see a big jump which I do feel a little bad about, but it's part of the risk, and I'm ready to pretty much ride it out. But I did contribute $230 into that. Go up into Acorns, pretty much making this account $0. And this is where things are going to get a little shaky, man. My employee stock purchase program, which is pretty much just money that you can put into your company that buys shares, and you can just hold, sell, whatever you choose to do. And I've been holding mine. We're going from 13.5 all the way down to 12,768 with 72 cents. A pretty steep drop, but that's just how the company that I work for kind of moves sometimes. I am going to get a nice little payout in this upcoming December, so that should increase a little bit. But for now, we're pretty much just riding it out as the whole market pretty much just moves. And I haven't really contributed anything into that because I really don't contribute as much anymore. Next up, my regular taxable Fidelity account, which pretty much held crypto trust, because I was trying to do a big play back in 2023 when the first time I was working at Amazon. I was pretty much throwing all those paychecks into these two trusts with a Bitcoin Cash and like Litecoin, trying to make something go crazy. And that account actually ended up making me 13 grand unrealized, but I held on because I was thinking like, oh man, I'm gonna make 100 grand out of this. And now I'm down to like almost 5 grand, right? But look, we're going from 48 to 4,199 with 39 cents, which is also a pretty big decline. But that's just how crypto is moving right now. Haven't contributed into that for a long time, so no need to worry about that. And then my last account, my crypto wallet, pretty much. We're going from 4,900 down to pretty much 3,900, which is 3,970.29. Dang. We pretty much have lost $1,000 unrealized, of course, in the market. But this is the time where you have to contribute a little more if you can, or just stay consistent with what you have already been contributing, because the market will move up and the market will move down and you can't get affected by it. That's why a little bit more risky plays like crypto and stuff, you do have to kind of be cautious with and only put in a certain amount that doesn't take over your whole net worth, man. Because if all my money was in crypto and I was buying all the way at the top like this, and it pretty much took the hit that it's been taking, I'd be down a whole lot more money. And that would really take an effect, man, especially at such a smaller account value, right? But since I have my money all over the place, the markets are kind of moving like this, and I'm just going to stay consistent because I believe in what I'm investing in for the long term. And that's what really helps you pretty much stay in it, man. Because if you don't have the full trust in it, you're going to sell off and switch strategy or try to catch this train and all these little different things. And I've tried that, lost money. So I stick to pretty much what I've been contributing to and just dollar cost average no matter what happens. And this is a perfect example of that, man. Because not every single month is going to be a green month. And I've talked about this in pretty much every single net worth update. I knew this month was coming and I've been preparing for it. And I'm just going to continue what I've pretty much been doing these last couple of months. Like nothing has changed. All I'm getting now is a nice little discount. But if we move over to the last account, back onto the liability side of things, this is where we have made some nice progress. Going from 14,900 to 13,000 $617 with, what is that, 55 cents, which is also a nice little jump. And I contributed $1,500 towards my debt right there. No interest was paid because I'm actually 2 months ahead. So my next payment isn't due until January, which I didn't really realize, but I guess I'll take it for the holiday season. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about the car payment. So I'm going to use these last 2 months of the year to contribute as much as I can into that principal. So once I start the new year, I feel like I'm at a good place. But one weird thing about my bank, I put $1,500 in, right? It did charge some interest, but it pretty much gets reverted and all put into principal. But it's just like a little delay with the way the bank does it. It's weird, but they pretty much see it in the next update. So I'm not really worried about that. Something I'm interested in seeing is if we're up or down overall on the net worth. Let's freaking see, man. I think we're going to be up. Oh my God. No way. From 43,179 to 43,575. That's actually a pretty nice increase overall, right? Oh my goodness. I was expecting to be down actually, so that's actually a nice surprise. Okay, we'll take that. We'll definitely take that. As you guys can see, man, this is how it is sometimes, man. This is how it is sometimes. And I've been talking about this, and I've been waiting for this month to come up. Wow. Okay. At least we're still, and everybody commented about my chair. Leave my chair alone, man. This is an old chair. I gotta buy more assets. I can't be spending money on a chair right now. Okay, so bear with the chair. But a nice little like $300 and something increase overall. Not bad. The main takeaways for this last month. Oh my God, this. Okay, look. Now that you guys been talking about the chair. Now you guys got me really thinking about the chair. I gotta stop moving so much. All right, look. Pretty much at the end of all the updates, I like talking about my game plan, where my head is, and things I want to change, and kind of going into the next month. You get what I'm saying? So for December, main things that I'm focusing on doing is maxing out that Roth IRA, which is pretty much already there, paying down more or as much as I can on that car loan, and pretty much saving for that emergency fund, which are the three main accounts that I really want to fund. One thing I have been contemplating and thinking a lot about is getting rid of that Fidelity account where I had those crypto trusts, just because getting rid of that Acorns and consolidating and kind of making things a lot simpler actually feels pretty good, and I like having my money more like together. You get what I'm saying? Because before I would have it all over the place, just because like I would feel like, I don't know why, it was just something that I would just do. But after getting rid of Acorns, I kind of want to get rid of that account so that I can just have everything more like consolidated, I guess. Another thing too is that car loan, man. I want to get rid of that as soon as possible. And you guys see me making the progress, man. I feel like overall, from when I got the loan to now, that's a pretty big chunk of debt that I got rid of, which I'm really proud of, and I'm just going to continue knocking it down. Another thing too is with this second job that I got, I want to use that money wisely. And by wisely, I mean debt, Roth, savings. And those are really the main three things that I focus on the most. My 401k, I don't max out. I probably should be maxing that out, but I at least get pretty much all of my employer match. But to max it out, I feel like it's so much money that I don't know if I can really afford that right now. I think I can, but I really got to probably tweak it and probably invest a little less into certain things, but I don't know. But overall, for this last month of December, it's pretty much grind time, man. Picked up that second job, continue working there. It sucks. I'm telling you right now, I'm tired. It sucks. I literally just got off today, like what time was it? Like 8:30 I got off. It's 11:16 right now at night. And I'm filming this out so I can post it on the 1st of December, because another main thing that I want to focus on is making videos, man. The channel has been doing really good. I've been having a lot of fun making these videos and seeing everybody commenting and like just their thoughts and all these little different things that everyone will be sharing. It's really motivating and it keeps me focused. So thank you guys for all that. I really appreciate it, honestly. And that's pretty much it for November, man. November was a pretty good month in the terms of working and contributing. The market had a different story, and you guys can see that there. But the thing is, we still contributed at these lower price points. So once the market returns and moves up, we will have that little bit of extra gain because we bought at these lower prices. Who knows what next month will have in store, but that does not matter. The prices do not matter for us because we're in it for the long term, man. So I'm not really focusing on that. All I'm focusing on is pretty much how much money I can bring in so then I can put back into the market. And that's really what I'm focusing on. Also getting rid of all of this freaking debt. And one thing too, that is a big thing that's gonna, I think it might, we'll see how it does. But I finally turned 25. And with that, it allows me to pick up passengers for Uber, Lyft, so I don't just have to be stuck on food deliveries. I can also pick up passengers, and that should be another little bonus because I feel like that market is a little better, especially in my area, than just Uber Eats. So I'm excited to try that out. Definitely expect some videos on that too. And that's sure to increase our money a little bit. I might not be doing it too much while I'm at Amazon, but after Amazon, because it's only a seasonal position, I will be jumping on Uber. And we'll see how that goes. Hopefully nothing crazy happens, no crazy people, but you never know. But that pretty much concludes this month's update, man. I kind of had a feeling that this month was going to come. And it doesn't feel as bad as I thought it would have. Next month is pretty much another grind month. Keep contributing and not really pay attention to all the prices because that's not the concern right now. The concern is making more money and finding a higher paying job. I'm still on the hunt for that. So we'll see when we'll be able to land something. But next month is the last month, man. Make it a good month. Finish the year off strong. Even if you haven't made progress how you've wanted to, this last month can really build up that momentum for the next year, man. And if you've been freaking grinding, working, man, finish this last month strong. That next year is going to be one of the best years if you allow it to be and if you make it happen. Take care.